Hi, Vin.
What's
Hello,
the crack?
boys. Hello, how are you? Who have I got here today? I've got William coming on. Everybody, welcome to episode 12 of Top Dogs Ballyhaunis. What a tumultuous week we've had. Insane. Seriously, not happy. I don't think anybody's happy, to be honest with you.
Vinny, you've got the Spurs shirt back on anyway. All is good with you and Jose.
Well, the fact is now I'm starting to kind of ebb away from fantasy football, and I'm going more towards realistic, real world football now. Because it's not
fantasy is our lives. Fantasy is our lives, Vinny.
It's not working out for me in the fantasy. I'm gonna just hide in reality for a while, if that's okay, guys. Right. I suppose everybody, thanks for joining us. William, Shane, Mark. We've got Aidan might join in, and Christy. So let's run the video for today to give everybody a sense of what's going on. It's been a crazy week on that WhatsApp group, lads.
Oh.
Here we go.
Copycat. Messi always stays as well.
Yeah, Messi always stays. He's not having a good time at Barcelona. Yeah, he's not scored
a bit like
in
you in
5
the WhatsApp
games.
group, Vinny.
What's that, boys?
A bit like you in the WhatsApp group.
Oh, I've left that group more than I've had hot dinners, and joined it more than I've had cold dinners. So guys, where can we take it today? Where will we start?
William said he was going to start off with a topic he wanted to start with.
I was just thinking there, I didn't watch the Leicester game now, but like, again, it kind of ended the whole game week appropriately. Like, if we think back to pre-season, okay, we knew Leeds are coming up or whatever, they were going to be decent, but like Leicester have gone out and hammered them 4-1. So I think all the results this weekend have been like justified, and things are starting to get, to become normal again, like, But I think the downside of it is there's so many goals, there's so many players getting points in FPL. It's going to be so hard to get up there with Joey Neenan and David Mack and Stephen Nolan. I know Stevie played as triple captain, but like, feckin' hell, I'm too far behind. I'm 100 points behind Joey Neenan, I think. So, what do you think, lads? Are we going to get back to normal results, like, or what?
It's hard to know. I was watching Leeds and Leicester there, and Leeds were all over them, like, but classic Leicester on the counter, I suppose. They do that against every team, don't they? Yeah, we've seen Chelsea winning this week too, Spurs winning, and City as well. So hopefully now a bit of normality restored.
I think the big change as well, William, as you said as well about the defenders. Like, usually last year you had, say, you had Trent, you had Van Dijk maybe, and you were nearly guaranteed 8 points off each of them every game week nearly, or even another big defender. But this year, defenders seem to be a waste of time. Like, you see 4 million price defenders, and they're coming out with 12 points. Best of guard score and them guys.
And now you have 8 or 10 strikers that are all scoring goals every weekend. Ings, Vardy, Calvert-Lewin, Kane, Watkins, even like
Mitrovic getting assist today.
yeah, you kind of have to have 3 strikers now that are all good strikers that are all scoring.
I think the results are so hard to call that you can't even have 2 from the one team anymore. You have to just have like one player from each team and just kind of try and hedge your bets.
Yeah, spread it. Yeah. What do you think, Vinny?
Well, lads, it's a total joke. You really want to be doing -8s and -16s every bloody game week because, as you said, everybody's scoring or there's someone goes in a dip and then Wilson gets 2. Then Vardy doesn't score, then he gets a goal and 2 assists. And then Ings does it one week. It's all over the place. I don't think it's settled down one bit. Apart from Chelsea keeping all these clean sheets, they've really copped on big time. Williams on board Chelsea. I think they're going to do you good. I'm just a bit worried about Werner starting out on the left, and is he going to get rested? That frustrates me because with Kane, Ings, and Jimenez, you just know these guys are going to start.
There's the thing. There's a lot of people worried about Lampard, like as a manager. I know we're only 7-8 game weeks in, but Chelsea have a real chance to win the title this season with the squad they have. And if they're going to win the title this season, they have to play Werner as their main man, their main striker, because Giroud, forget about him. Tammy Abraham, he was a flash in the pan the beginning of last season. He's not good enough like for a title winning team. But like I don't see if Lampard's a good manager, he'll make sure Werner is number 9 every Premier League game.
Definitely.
And manage the Champions League whatever way you want. But he's the bit like until Aguero comes back to full fitness and whatever, I don't think there's a striker as good as him in the league. I know you have Vardy and Kane in form there at the moment, but that's just opinion. I really like Werner in fantasy and in real life. Like I think he's fucking class.
Listen, we've got Ado, Adrian, the Starman has joined us. Are you with us, Ado?
Hello, Starman.
Yeah.
A quiet night for me tonight, guys. I have my tail between my legs.
Yeah. We're all in a bit stuck here in this league. Ado, we've had a bad week anyway. We've not even got the average. You played your wild card this week, Ado, and you're just totally devastated. Now, viewers, we have this WhatsApp group, yeah, and Ado got an awful lot of abuse, people laughing at him, and this and that. And seriously, when you look at Ado's team, I don't think there's an awful lot wrong with it. You can just get unlucky, and this is where I want to drill home to you guys. I feel like I'm a father trying to marshal 4-year-old kids and arguing about this and pulling their hair out and the whole lot, and it's driving me crazy, and what I want to say about this, we have to act like managers really, because we're acting like children. What I mean is that I've been the biggest culprit, throwing guys -24s, -4. I'm getting rid of him and I'm getting rid of everybody. But in real life, Mark and Ado and Willie and Shane, and you guys know, if a manager treated you like we treat our guys, our 15 in FPL, every week, you'd say, enough of this fucking idiot. I'm not playing this idiot. You let the manager, he'll have nobody turning up for training the way we're going. So, as with Ado's team, my advice is that we're just going to have to show a bit of faith and stick by it.
That's all very well and good. You have great points there, Vinny. But I have to say, look, is that Adrian's team up on the screen?
Yeah, that's it.
That is an absolutely abysmal wild card, and it's not having a go at Adrian, but it's shocking bad. Look at the fixtures going forward. Like he's got Walker Peters was a guy that we were all thinking about in preseason. It hasn't worked out. It's not going to work out for him. Justin is a nobody for Leicester. You're just hoping on clean sheets from Leicester. Martinez, what's going on there? No score. Kilman is a flash in the pan. Won't play every week. Son and Salah, okay, fine. Rashford, terrible. Horrendous. Like everyone's giving out about him. Foden I have him myself, but he's not guaranteed to play. Maupay is a waste of time, and Jimenez is having his worst season in 3 seasons. It's a terrible team.
Yeah, the hitman
my
is
God.
the hitman has done his hit piece, and there's no punches pulled. And also the goalkeeper
nothing on the bench.
situation. The
Can we
goalkeeper,
get a response to that from Aidan? Can we get a response?
goalkeeper situation is you've only got one guy there, even so. Ado, I think you'll have to do a -24 like myself. To be honest with you, you might as well. You got nothing to lose.
Did you just, Adrian, do you mind me asking, did you just pick players out your hole, or did you actually research it?
I think he pressed the autofill, the auto pick.
No, my
No, it's pure panic. It was pure panic what he did. Pure panic. There's no thought put into that. Long term.
He's not even backing himself up here.
Ado.
Guys, I got the feeling that William doesn't like my team just from what he said there. Do you get the same feeling? Guys, there's people chirping about my team. It was a nightmare wild card. I'm gonna stick with it. I like the team, despite what William said. There's some people saying it's very bad, and they're beneath me in the league, like after my worst start ever in fantasy. So I'm kind of in disbelief that there's people chirping from below me.
We're in game week 7, got into game week 8. Like, I mean, what are you talking about? The standings at the moment don't really matter. Like,
guys, it will come
listen,
good.
Guys,
Vinny,
I think
Vinny,
Ado.
I can't take a -24.
Listen, Ado.
there's only hang on a second. Like, there's only 20 points, 30 points in between different fellas in the first 20 placings in the league. That's nothing. That's one turnaround in a game week. So you can't say that someone is running away with it. Even Joey Neenan isn't running away with it. There's still 6 guys there within reach of him, within a 2-game week swing reach of him. So I don't know what your point is there, Adrian.
Yeah, look, I'm going to stick with it. Maupay was a very, very unlucky one. Being honest, how could I have predicted he would have fallen out with the manager?
Okay,
Vinny
well,
was coming in this one.
okay, I'm next. Ado's had his thing. See, this is what's been going on in the WhatsApp group all week. It's been a disaster.
Yeah, I've been grilled there now, Vinny. I've been grilled, publicly grilled.
Yeah, well, I'm going to stick up for you because we have to show more faith in our guys. I'm not doing any more just I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to enjoy real life at the moment. Tottenham are 3rd in the table. I don't know how, Leicester are 2nd now with that amazing win. So what's happened to me and Joey Neenan? Well, earlier on in the week on the WhatsApp, I've been routinely accused of copying Joey Neenan's team from week to week. Like the guys seem to think that I took a -24 and got all Joey Neenan's guys in. I've never copied this guy ever. I like to see what William as well. I like to see what you're doing. I said Zaha last week. I said, well, Zaha has got to be gold. He's blowing a blank against Wolves, so he's got great fixtures. I'm still going to back that. But yeah, the good news is that we've all buried our hatchets. Isn't that right, guys? We've all buried our hatchets, I think.
Yeah, just on that, Vinny, I know Mark and Aidan were the ones kind of saying you did it, and obviously enough, they weren't probably looking into it, and they were kind of saying it and not really thinking about what they were saying.
Yeah, Vinny, I'd like to come clean there. I just said it off the cuff there one night, and I didn't really mean it.
Yeah, but you brought
I'm glad we've cleared the air.
Brought it up again a couple of days ago. And it's never. This is like some smell that's going to follow me around for the rest of my life. I'm just. I've got pedigree. I got good numbers here. I'm not a flash in the pan. I don't need to copy anyone. I would rather do another. I do a -50 and get rid of all my guys, double over, and I'll watch Joey's team, and I'll get rid of a guy he gets in. I'll do reverse psychology. I'll double down, or I'll leave the league.
Vinny.
All right, I'll get rid of Joey. I got 3 options.
Vinny, can I just say, even though I wasn't involved in Copygate, but I know for a fact, I know you play in fantasy football for a long time, and it wouldn't even interest you to even attempt to try and copy anybody because there's no fun in that. So it makes no sense.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to worry about, Vinny. There's nothing to worry about because it just doesn't wash like that. Just doesn't wash,
Well, the thing is, when you're on a text format and no emojis or bold letters, it comes across like an assault. And, that's the problem we have. All of us in this WhatsApp group should stick together. We're against everybody. There's people watching this and they're either taking pot shots. Listen, Shane, you can come in here, Shane. You've been getting dogs abused in town all the while.
Shane got abused in the King of the Travellers, didn't he?
No, but Shane has been abused that he's not even a top dog. I mean, he's here tonight. Shane, you can have your piece, bro.
Just on that, Vinny, I suppose, as I was saying to you, I was playing Barry Cribbin there one week and I was getting text messages questioning, was I a top dog and should he be added to the top dogs? And I suppose this wasn't created to be scrutinized. Like we're not here to be scrutinized. We're putting up our teams on before anyone else is showing their hand. And I found it a bit unfair, like.
So is it time to move on now? Because I don't know if our viewers are really going to be that interested in our kind of bitching sessions in a WhatsApp group, are they?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I said to Christy Kilcore Snowman, people would pay subscription for that WhatsApp for the last week. Never mind this.
Don't know about that.
Anyway,
I'll tell you what I'll do, Vinny.
Yeah.
Vinny, I'll tell you what I'll do as a gift tonight now. I'll tell you the transfer I've made for this coming game week.
Okay, let me get your team up.
Yeah. I've just made one transfer. Vinny, you had to dig at me in the group about taking hits and know nothing about it. I haven't taken a single hit this season yet. Not one.
I know, but look, you're even worse than me, William. Look, I'm having a terrible season. I've never been in a situation like this.
I know.
And you're not taking any hits.
I'm not.
You've got to take hits. I took a minus 24. I could have been halfway up where I am at the minute if I held my nerve.
I'm rebuilding. I'm rebuilding.
Now, I do like your team, William. I love the Chelsea stuff. You got lucky with Werner. Pulisic got injured in the warm-up. Now, I did not slag you about that. You know, I was not you said, "Oh, Vinny's being sarcastic." You know, my God, above, I could nearly cry though.
No, that wasn't you. That was Shane. That was Shane. I was directing the sarcasm at, not you. Not you.
Okay.
Anyway.
You got away with that, and I Pereira, right? And you got Zaha. You had Zaha before me.
Yeah, I brought him in. Yeah. But sure, look, I'm keeping him for 6 to 8 weeks anyway. Anyway, definitely. I have work to do on that team, and I have a plan. But my change for this week is I had to get rid of Trent because it's crazy. He's too expensive.
Yeah.
And I've brought in a guy who's going to kill it in the next few weeks. Is Aaron Cresswell for West Ham.
Oh my God, are you joking me?
No.
Wow, William. Jeez, that is
for who, William?
That's way out left field. Explain. Is it because of his fixtures or something?
Yeah, West Ham have brilliant fixtures. They're defensively very good. Watched them against Liverpool, and to only concede a goal against Liverpool, I thought was very good performance overall. 2 goals and score a goal. But they're very good defense. Cresswell takes free kicks, corners, great left foot, scores high. Always scores well in fantasy. He's always fairly high up in the top 15 every year, and I think he's going to deliver the goods.
And also, Mane's been doing way better than Salah. I'm telling you, Salah's just doing my head in altogether. He's the most unluckiest guy, and he can only win soft penalties now. That's the fall that Salah has come from. I want to take a minus 12 to get rid of this guy. Mane is obviously the best option here, as he's been killing it. You really proved well there, William, with Mane. You were always right about Salah. Is
Can I ask a question, guys?
tailed off a bit.
Yeah. What?
Do you mind, Vinny, if I ask a question? I want to ask, why is the United Diamond working and not at the weekends?
What did you say?
So I want to ask, why is the United Diamond working during the week but not at the weekends? It takes the weekends off.
Okay, so
Well, I think was it PSG are not at the races this season. Although they're top of the league, they've got 7 wins, 2 defeats, but somebody's saying they're not very and they bet Leipzig as well. So yeah, in the Champions League. So what is that now about? Anyone else want to come in and talk about what's happened to United? Why are they blowing up at the weekend?
I think William was going to have a go at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there.
I think he's a massive two in it all.
Ollie is not the man for the job. Like, he just doesn't hold the respect in the dressing room. He's not getting the best out of world class players. Some world class players. Pogba, like, he is world class. Like, someone was saying in the WhatsApp group earlier that he's overrated. He isn't. Like, he is quality, but he just doesn't go out and perform because it's just Arsenal in a Premier League game in an empty stadium. Like, so Ollie has a lot to answer for. You can't go out like and play like that against Arsenal and come away with nothing in Old Trafford. Like, it's ridiculous. How they're not calling for his head is unbelievable. I don't care what's going on behind the scenes. You know, who's in charge of the transfer policy or whatever. He's in charge of the team. He's in charge of the players he has. You know, and Fred is a joke. He had a bit of a good season last season. He's not good enough. Cavani, I don't know what's going on. What's the story with Cavani? Like, I don't know. Are they going to play him? Van de Beek? Yeah. He wasn't worth 40 million, is he? He's not that good.
Can I come
It's
in?
hard to know, Willie, because he hasn't been playing, has he? We haven't actually seen much of him, so it's hard to know. Cavani, I don't know what's happening there, because himself and Martial aren't playing at all, are they? It's Rashford and Greenwood up top the last day. I just don't know what's happening at United,
even
really.
Rashford was shrugging his shoulders and all despondent, like, throughout the game when things weren't going his way. Like, for the last 2-3 months, he's been all over the newspapers and social media how he's a great guy for doing all he's doing for kids, and that's grand. But he's not going out in the pitch and performing and doing what his job is. Like, total distractions off the field for Man United. Like, I'm delighted. Like, I mean, I hate Man United and I hate most of their supporters. So I'm delighted. Like, they're a proper bottom half club now at the moment. Proper bottom half club. Like, they're
Can I add something, guys, into this about Man United? Right, their setup has just like a Wolves thing. Wolves are a way better team, obviously, but United are much better than what's going on. They're just a counter-attack team. They're sitting back and hit you on the break, and this is why they're so effective in Europe, maybe. But when they're playing at Old Trafford, there's no intensity. Their plan of the other team is sitting back and doing what United want to do to them. So that's what we saw the other night against Arsenal. The two of them kind of just sitting back. Well, we're going. Yeah, who's the home team? They both want to be away teams. So United haven't won a game in the league at the minute at home. Is that right? Have they only got 1 win at home? Or well, they're doing well away from home. I think they've won 6 this season already. But that's just something I noticed, and that Pogba doesn't have anyone in behind that's good enough like Kante when he goes to France to protect him.
Yeah, well, long may it continue anyway. Long may it continue because
I just feel like their house isn't in order. And like, you look at Chelsea last season, they were a bit inconsistent. Like, they didn't have that consistency every game, but they've made a few good transfers, and you can see Chelsea are really they're looking like a big team now. And United haven't had their house in order for the last 4 or 5 years, like, realistically. And I don't know when they are going to. Like, they've made the big signings and everything, and it's just not working out for them.
I think Chelsea made a massive slip up when they played United 2 weeks ago, that Lampard didn't go for the jugular. I think Chelsea had the stuff to go and do them 2 or 3-0, and they didn't. They played 5 at the back. They played 3 centre backs and 2 wing backs, and it was a pure cagey game. It was the worst game of the season, the most boring game of the season so far. And Chelsea could have had them, like Arsenal did. I mean, Arsenal should have run in 4 or 5 goals against United. Saka should have scored a header. Like,
Thomas
all
Partey,
over them.
guys. Thomas Partey, is he the real deal?
I'd never heard of him until a week ago. Is he from Park? Is he from down near Foxford?
Atletico Foxford, I think. All right, so
Where's
William,
the Dele Alli cap tonight?
oh, whatever about Dele Alli, bloody hell, I'm over him. I've got it's over there under 100 caps. So William,
are you going to get rid of him in January?
I don't know. I could go. Listen, William, are you going to stick with Pickford? He wasn't picked. He was rested.
No, I have to get him out. I'll tell you, looking at my team, I have to get out Pickford. I have to get out Reece James eventually. He's okay for now, but he's too expensive, and I have to downgrade him. Pereira's got to go, and Foden will end up going as well. Now, the thing I have to say, Vinny, you're probably right about Everton. They're falling to pieces. They couldn't even beat Newcastle the weekend. They can't cope. They can't cope without. They need every player at their disposal.
Yeah.
And Rodriguez will probably be on the chopping block, because you see, Rodriguez is in the same price market as Ziyech and Jota, and like, if you're not having one of them, we're at nothing. Like,
I couldn't believe Mendy, the Chelsea keeper, actually is 5 million. He seems a bargain.
Good shout, man.
McCarthy was the keeper to have this season, lads. McCarthy were 4.5 million, like, for Southampton.
Okay, let's move on. Can we move on to somebody else's team now?
Yeah, go on to mine there, Vinny.
Yeah, okay, Shane.
Yeah, I need a good laugh.
Well, it's just nice to have Shane, our resident top dog, in anyway. It's a rare. Is this your first episode you've appeared? I think you were on one of the earlier ones, Shane.
I was on one of the earlier ones, Vinny. Yeah, myself, you, William, and Marky.
You see, the thing, to be a top dog, you need to be on one of the early ones, you know, because we're kind of got all the seats filled at the moment. Isn't that right, Shane?
Lately.
Yeah,
that's correct, Vinny. Yeah, everyone.
Yeah. Okay, Shane. There's your team, brother.
Yeah, so I'll talk you through it. So I suppose my defense, I'm a bit disappointed with my return for my defense. Robertson is hit and miss every game. The Liverpool defense, they just can't be trusted. I mean, as William said, he's getting out Trent. I don't know if you have Trent, William, currently, but you're getting him out.
Yeah, he's going to get him out.
No, he's gone. He's gone. I got him out last night for Cresswell.
Wow.
Now, Podence is going to come off the bench. Podence is a bargain. I think he's so lively in games that I've watched him playing, and I think he's a great buy for someone. He's been kind of tipping along for me. He's been getting me 3 points, 5 points here and there, but he did the business the other day, and I was shocked he wasn't in for more of a bonus points. But you'll have that. I'm sticking with Werner. I think Werner is going to be good. Bamford, I brought him in and he blanks, of course. And Jimenez, I like Jimenez. I'm going to stick by him. I think Wolves, I'm going to stick by them.
Okay, I'm just having a look at your you've used your wild card, of course, a bit early, like myself. So you're going to have to show a bit of faith in your team and stick by it. 42 points is not the worst return this game week. I've got a similar point range myself. Let's just get rid of this game week. And okay, so Shane,
I'm asking a question now to the top dogs. I'm thinking of getting Havertz out and bringing in Ziyech, but I'd like to know what you think.
Can I go first there? I think it's never a good idea to transfer out a player from one club from the same club. A player, it's a very sideways swap that is, because the following week or 2 weeks, Havertz will bang and Ziyech won't, and you'll be upset about that. If I were you looking at that team, I'd be getting Jota in for Havertz. That's what I'd be doing first.
Well, he's not backing up the numbers there, William. He's getting lots of game time there, but he's only tipping about. I don't think he's prolific enough for Ziyech is just killing it. He's just hit the ground running. I don't know. I definitely get maybe a Chelsea defender. Get a Chelsea defender like Zuma, or Chilwell if you can. Use 2 transfers, Shane. Get rid of Havertz. Get rid of maybe either Robinson, and you can throw in 2 Chelsea there. You can take your pick of which Chelsea guy. Probably Ziyech and Chilwell if you can. So you've got, is Forrester playing any games at all? Is he? He's not. No, is he? Is he? No, he's not. Is he?
No, he's not, Vince.
So you don't have
He's fodder.
Yeah, you don't have a double keeper, so you're relying on Martinez like myself.
Are you a fan of the double keeper, Vinny?
I'm regretting a bit now that I don't have one, because I just knew Martinez would be destroyed the other day. So this is what I'm going for this week. Okay, I'm ending the similar point scores you like, Shane. I just want to get out of this game. We can get to game week 8.
Yeah.
So William, I didn't get rid of Salah. I said I was going to get rid of him.
He stuck with them.
Yeah, I did.
Thank God for that. Should have been crazy to get rid of him.
Yeah. So what I did is I got rid of who did I get rid of? I got in Ward-Prowse because of what he did. I just like everything that this guy's doing on set pieces. He's beaten Matt Letitier's free kick record at Southampton. He's the new Letitier. So yeah, who was the guy I got?
He takes corner too, doesn't he?
I have a massive transfer history. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Basuma, and I have money in the bank. So I had just enough money in the bank to get rid of Basuma and throw in Ward-Prowse. So I'll take a gamble on him and leave it at that, guys.
Good move, yeah, good move.
Lamptey there got lucky there. It should have been a disallowed goal against us the other day. But I'm not complaining. We still won the match. Konsa was lucky. He got an own goal and it was ruled out. I think Kevin Kilbride did the same. He got lucky there. I think he's probably beaten Chris in the King of the Travellers as well, that big grudge. I think Kevin is the guru killer now, isn't he? I haven't won. I've lost 3 in a row now.
Yeah, I lost 2 in a row, Vinny, and one of them was against that guy Barry Cribben, and he really got to me. I'm just not overthinking King of the Travellers anymore, and if you focus on points on the board, that's what'll get you the wins in the King of the Travellers. When I wasn't caring about the King of the Travellers, that's when I was winning. But when I started looking at who I'm playing, who's he got, who are they playing, that's when I started falling back a bit. So I think, we made a point about the ghost team. Like sometimes we're overthinking what we're doing.
That's why I'm the same as you, Shane, in the sense I don't even look at who I'm playing in King of the Travellers and I'm still losing. And I'm trying not to look at even the points on the league table in the Christy Nicholson League, because I'm just focusing on the plan that I have and I'm sticking with that. It's a long season yet, lads. There's another 30 games to go, 30 game weeks, a lot of ups and downs. One thing I want to talk about, Man City, lads. Man City, I feel, are going to they're going to go on a massive run. And they have lads coming back in. Yeah. Aguero's going to be fit after the international break. What's going to happen there, lads? What happens when Spurs, they're involved in those competitions, too many competitions, like they're going to get injuries. Their form won't last.
William, can I come in there? Like we have Davinson Sanchez and we have Bergwijn, and they didn't even go to the game against Brighton. They were left out of the whole match. We've got loads of guys. We've got Tanganga to come back. Loads of options. I'm happy enough. There's going to be no problem. We actually want games for the first time. We've got a massive squad now. It says Ndombele seems to be a regular starter there now, and Winks is taking a back seat now a little bit. I'm happy enough, and I like Reguilon. Reguilon looks really good. We've got a Madrid. We've got a Madrid connection now down the left, and Bale. So there's options. Mark, are you still there?
Bale,
Sorry, yeah. The question with City is, who do you actually get in? Because they've so many good players there.
City, yeah.
This Ferran Torres now has come in, and he's the most shots in the last 2 games. I think he's 12 shots.
Wow.
I know he hasn't scored yet, but it looks promising for him. Aguero to come back, Jesus, Sterling. I mean, who do you get? Where do you start with?
No, guys, I'm
start
with City here, guys.
You start with
Not
KDB.
scoring goals,
Yeah,
boys.
you start with KDB. He is going to give it another 2 to 3 game weeks. They have to play Liverpool next, isn't it? Liverpool City is next, isn't it? Yeah. And then they have another hard game, City Spurs after that. That'll be an interesting game. City are away to Spurs.
Yeah, Man City have got Burnley at home. That's when I'd be thinking about City players. I'm not touching them for the next 2 game weeks, and that will include an international break. And I'm not sure about Aguero. I'm not sure about Jesus. I'm not sure about any of them. I don't think there's any City I would have in at the minute. And I had KDB at the start of the season, and he's done nothing. You know, I don't know where you go. I think you're all gaslighting me with this City stuff. You really are. I don't care about Torres.
No, can I give my point? Sorry. My point is that for a player like me who's so far behind, I don't own any Spurs players, right? So I have to hedge for City assets and to get in on them early in order to make the point swing if and when Spurs do run out of form. Vinny, you're going to be on. Hang on, you're going to be on here in a few weeks' time when Spurs get beaten 3 or 4-0 by someone, and it will happen. We all know it will.
William, if I was in, I give you a piece of advice: get in Vardy. You'll make a load of points that way. Nobody's got him in.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about City at the minute, bro. Seriously, keep Foden maybe, but I'm not sure about that. Mark, we've only got 2 minutes left.
I'm with Vinny on that one.
Mark, we've got 2 minutes left.
I think sit on the fence and wait.
Can we just have a look at your team, Mark? Are you happy enough with what you're doing there? You got a great point score, 58 points.
Yeah, not too bad this week now. I just have I'm actually top of the top dogs in the league. I'm 4th, I think, so not too bad.
Yeah, you're doing great stuff. Grealish, a great win there with Grealish.
I'm doing well, but I don't like my team at the moment.
Yeah, well, I wish I had your points, Mark. You know, the Oracle is bringing the bacon home at the minute. So, guys, before we go, we've got a minute left. What do you think about these next week's fixtures? 1 more game week to go. I have them up here now. I'm going to just back Son against WBA, West Brom. And this one here, City, Liverpool. I kind of keep away from these big games with captain wise. What stands out there for you guys? Chelsea.
Yeah, I like Chelsea. Will Arvin.
Yeah, you probably back Werner again. William and Shane will be on Werner again anyway.
If I could have 6 Chelsea players for that game, I would, because everyone else has a tough fixture. All the top teams have tough fixtures, bar Chelsea
and Spurs.
Spurs have?
Yeah, Spurs have a hard run after this game against WBA. Yes, as you can see, all 4s there. City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. So anyway, guys, listen, we better leave it at that. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. God bless. We've got everything out of our system. Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Okay, I'm glad that's over now. Bye, everybody.